opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Robinson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Burnett, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now it's Herbert. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They'll go with the keeper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Herbert throwing again. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And
Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Herbert. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throw left side complete to Burnett.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert off of play action. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To the air again, Herbert.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rate it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Slot man moves right. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Herbert. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to claw one back. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, it's Burnett, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this throw caught left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Herbert now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Chargers first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, it's Robinson. Oh, he bowls over it. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, Herbert. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Complete to Allen St. Brown. A 7-yard.
2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
157 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right?